welcome honored guests, family, and friends of our graduates, staff, faculty, and the class of 2014. At this time, I'd like to remind everybody to please turn off all cell phones and pagers. Seniors, please remain standing. Guests, please rise for the invocation and remain standing for the posting of the colors, pledges, and the national anthem. Senior men, at this time, please remove your mortar boards for the invocation.
Welcome to Clear Lake High School's Class of 2014's graduation. Thank you all for being here. Teachers, thank you for guiding us here. Staff, thank you for keeping our building from falling down. That is, until they totally tear it down anyway. Family members, thank you for being here, supporting us as we take the walk we've been working toward for around 12 years. And thank you for all the encouragement along the way. Students, this is the time to celebrate. We did it. We started from the bottom, and now we're here. Today is the beginning of adulthood, the end of adolescence. We walk across half this stage as students. At the other half, we cross as graduates. We've graduated from pacifiers, bottles, crawling, elementary school, and junior high. But today, we graduate from one of the hardest tests known to a person's sleep cycle, work ethic, and social life. Today, we graduate high school. The future is uncertain, but the present is definite. We did it. Please welcome our sound waves. The colors will now be presented.
Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance to the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now for the honoring of the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Please join the sound waves and Clear Lake Choir seniors and the Deaf Culture Club in the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallant
please be seated. Will the graduates already enlisted in one of the branches of the Armed Forces of the United States of America please stand? Here today in Veterans Memorial Stadium, and on the occasion of this commencement ceremony, we pause to salute you for choosing a military commitment to serve your classmates and your country. We trust that you will serve with dignity and honor, and we are grateful for your dedication to our freedom and our country. Bless each of you as you serve.
Now, it is my honor to introduce to you our special guest. Please hold your applause until all introductions have been made. Seated on stage from the Clear Creek Education Support Center, Dr. Gregory Smith, Superintendent of Clear Creek Independent School District. Dr. Stephen Ebel, Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Mr. Scott Fokker, Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Schools. Ms. Holly Hughes, Assistant Superintendent for Elementary Schools. Representing the Clear Creek Board of Trustees, Ms. Wynne Weber, President. Dr. Laura DuPont, Vice President. Mr. Ken Balker, Secretary. Ms. Ann Hammond, Member. Mr. Charles Pond, Member. Ms. Paige Rander, Member. And Ms. Dee Scott, Member. Representing Clear Lake High School, Ms. Deborah Dixon, Principal. Ms. Vicki Pittman, Lead Counselor. Mr. Christopher Lofton, Assistant Principal. Mr. Brad Hayes, Senior Principal. Ms. Amy McDonald, Junior Principal. Ms. Vina Das, Dean of Instruction. Ms. Amanda Embry, Counselor. Ms. Paula Evard, Counselor. Ms. Karen Hu, Counselor. Ms. Randa Tepfer, Counselor. Mr. Gary Tittle, Counselor. And Ms. Denisa Valenzuela, Counselor. Please join me in recognizing our guests with a round of applause. Please welcome our esteemed Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Greg Smith.
Thank you, William. We'd also like to take a moment and pay special respect for all of our veterans who have joined us this evening in the audience. So if you would please stand, if you've served in any of our armed forces, please stand so that we can recognize you and thank you very much. Thank you. Well, good evening and congratulations to the graduating class of 2014 in Clear Lake High School. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Dixon, and your teachers, thank you for leading the way in Clear Creek ISD and making most of the time with us. Clear Lake High School is one of the best high schools in the country, according to the United States News and World Report. And from this podium, I have the advantage of seeing you, surrounded by the people that you love and who love you, as well as who have encouraged you and helped you arrive at this signature moment in your life. I don't know if you're going to really, truly, and fully appreciate the joy we feel as we watch you this evening. As bright, gifted, imaginative, and beautiful as you are coming into this particular milestone in your lives. You are the children and now the young leaders that we dreamed about, prayed for, and longed to see. You've made us laugh, you've made us cry, and frequently you've made us do both at the same time. We've gotten on your last nerve, and some of you may have gotten on ours. But on this day, we celebrate together the immense joy you have brought to our lives and the high hopes that we have for you and for your future. This is your day because it could not have come to pass without personal commitment, as well as your hard work and your sacrifice. Many of you can remember the teachers that have influenced your life and the outstanding job that your parents have done and put forth over time. And as you leave here tonight, please don't think of yourself as being self-made. No one is now or has ever been self-made. Indeed, whenever we stand tall, and you are standing very, very tall today, it is because we all stand on the shoulders of giants, like your parents that are with us tonight, and your teachers that are on the sides here. I know of at least two of our students who can appreciate where they stand today, and that is my friends William Wu and Patrick Pan. I spent the spring highlighting their moments, but I want to take some more time this evening highlighting their accomplishments. One particular highlight is the global impact of your salutatorian, William Wu, who has made in his short 4 years at Clear Lake High School. William, through his science fair project, has developed innovative ways to fine-tune hurricane forecasts. His project has earned him the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration Award, the Office of Naval Research Award, and the Public Health Service Award. Congratulations, William. Kind of wish I had you around here around 2008, is actually. And we all know that the life of the mind does not end when the school bell rings at 2:30 each day. In Clear Creek ISD, we believe in lifelong learning. Just ask my friend Patrick Pan. Patrick just turned 16 in March, barely old enough to drive. Patrick will complete high school tonight in 3 years. While most students complete high school with 28 credits, Patrick will end his high school career a year early and with 36 credits. The equivalent of 5 years of high school, plus one extra class thrown in there just for good reason. Patrick will attend at little school by the name of Harvard University under the prestigious Harvard New England Conservatory Joint Program. While ambitious and certainly intellectually driven, Patrick has also struck a good balance between school, work, as well as activities and friends. William and Patrick stand on the shoulders of giants, their parents, teachers, and yes, classmates as well. So seniors, as you leave here tonight, and some of you will further your education, become teachers who will teach people, not subjects. Some of you will study and go into law because you are deeply committed to justice. Some will become physicians who are committed to healing people, not just diseases. And some will become entrepreneurs and not just business people who will have a sense of stewardship over resources. Some of you will become artists who will preserve and extend our common culture and give us new insights and visions of beauty. Some will be called on to be scientists, engineers, and architects who will explore, reveal, and reshape our world as we know it today. Some of you will enter the military and preserve and protect our freedom that we often take for granted but so dearly treasure. Yet some of you will experience parenthood somewhere down the line, who will raise children, love children, and furthermore become citizens who don't ask, and just simply do not ask, what's good for me, but what's good for all of us. Whatever you decide to do it well, do it with pride, and do it with dignity. Congratulations, Falcons. We wish you only the best of luck and look forward to the day where the next great generation of heroes can stand on your shoulders. Congratulations.
At this time, William Wu, our salutatorian, will address the class, followed by Patrick Harold, our valedictorian of class of 2014.
Congratulations, my fellow Falcons. After 4 years of hard work, today, we are proudly graduating from Clear Lake High School, one of the best high schools in America. At this joyous moment, I would like to give a big thanks to all our beloved counselors, teachers, and school administrators. We could not have achieved this without your dedicated teaching and guidance. I also give our heartfelt thanks to our dear parents, families, and friends for all the love and support. To all of us, today is much more than a high school graduation. It marks the closure of an important chapter in our lives, K through 12, the conclusion of 13 years in school. Today, let us review the past and look ahead to the future. I would like to share one of my favorite quotes with you. Dan Rather, a Texan and longtime CBS anchor, said in his memoir, "About yesterday, no tears. We Falcons have no tears for yesterday. Quizzes, finals, competitions, tournaments, SATs, college applications. Nothing was easy, but we did it. We succeeded and we have graduated. School bus rides, high school lunches, debate, math, science, sports tournaments. We will not have them anymore, but we will remember them and cherish their sweet memories." Graduation celebrates the past, and more importantly, marks the beginning of our future, a new chapter in our lives. We will soon be in colleges, vocational schools, the military, or workplaces. We are becoming responsible, capable, and contributing adults in society. This is exciting and of course challenging because we are entering a much more complex world. Like many of us, I often wonder what lies ahead of me and what I need to do. When Dan Rather was asked about the future, he said, "About tomorrow, no fears." We Falcons have no fears for the future because Lake has prepared us well. At school, we learn knowledge and social responsibility from our wonderful teachers. Miss Heath and Miss Marshall, you are incredibly passionate about and committed to teaching. Your enthusiasm and knowledge are precisely what makes your class, which I'll miss dearly, so endlessly fascinating. And Miss Hu, Miss Pittman, you have had high expectations for us and want us to succeed. Thank you for all your hard work, ensuring we take advantage of the many opportunities available to us. I appreciate and will remember the guidance you gave me. Teachers and counselors like you make this school such a great place. And finally, I would like to thank you all, the entire graduating class. I've been honored to serve as the class president for 3 years, and I truly appreciate your support. I have accumulated many wonderful memories with you all. For us, the future is clear. We are from Clear Lake. We will succeed, and we will study, and we will work diligently to make the world a better place. Our dear teachers and parents, we will not fail to live up to your expectations because we are proud Clear Lake Falcons. About yesterday, no tears. About tomorrow, no fears. We are ready. My fellow Falcons, let us soar.
Good evening. Before I begin, I'd like to once again take time to recognize all of the teachers, counselors, staff members, family, friends, and any other individuals who have played an essential role in our high school experience. We could not have accomplished what we have without your support, guidance, encouragement, and expertise. Being told I would be expected to talk here, I inquired what sort of talk I ought to make. They said it should be something suitable to youth, something didactic, instructive, or something in the nature of good advice. Very well. I have a few things in my mind which I've often longed to say for the instruction of the young, for it is in one's tender early years that such things will best take root and be most enduring and most valuable. Yes, I'd also like to thank Mr. Twain, although I don't think the school administration would appreciate anything satirical. Sorry, Mr. G's class. What I want to talk about is change, not what's probably going to be left over in most of our parents' bank accounts over these next several years, but both external change and the transformative type that happens on the personal level. I think we can all find some way in which hopefully we've grown over the course of the last 4 years, whether we discovered our true selves after the turbulent and awkward middle school years, or changed our opinions towards senior pranks after having slipped and fallen on our faces because of what some students thought would be a funny thing to do in the commons. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, be sure to have a student fill you in. I myself know that I was an ignorant and arrogant fool when I started high school, but after some self-realization and attempt to better myself, I'd like to say that I've changed to become a more humble individual. Anyway, today is a life milestone for us, with major changes ahead. We are entering into a period of our lives that is a totally different animal than the thing that we have tried to tame in recent years. As adults, we will have more freedom and be in control of our lives. Our world will be expanding, and we will face issues we have never had to deal with before. Even our physical landscape will be changing before our very eyes. The very building in which we have oh so often tried to get cell phone service in will be no more. The physical structure we will all remember will be replaced by a new mass of concrete. So, as we move into the future, there are many exciting and wonderful things to look forward to. Before me, I see the faces of successful doctors, engineers, military personnel, musicians, office workers, individuals who listen to, hopefully, a great speech given by their class valedictorian. The list goes on. But let's be real. Fortune doesn't give her favor to everyone all of the time. Even the best of us are going to be faced with tough times. Some of us will, for one reason or another, be confronted with difficulties and circumstances beyond our control, such as serious illness or employment issues. Some of us will make some poor choices, but no matter who we are or how successful we become, our reaction to setbacks and adversity can ultimately make the difference in whether we have a happy and fulfilling life. When the harder times strike, we'll have to make a choice. We can either remain in a state of obstinacy or resignation, or we can try to rectify our circumstances. Or, if that's not possible, we can take it upon ourselves to assume a new mindset. This decision is effectively summed up by the words of the late Maya Angelou, a famous author and poet. Quote, "If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude," end quote. We shouldn't sit stagnantly and expect for all of our problems to just simply disappear. Proactivity is imperative. This isn't to say it will be easy. I'm sure that the Astros from a few years ago would have loved to make the postseason by trying to overcome a roster filled with mediocre talent. They tried, and what happens? Well, I don't think we've heard of a really good Astros team recently. They had to both change the roster by rebuilding in hopes for success down the line and adopt a new mindset by making peace with the fact that their team would not be successful with their current roster. Our futures are filled with promise. Wonderful changes are on the horizon, and we need to embrace these changes. But regardless of what life throws in front of our way, proactively changing ourselves for the better and reacting to external changes with a positive attitude can substantially transform our future and facilitate our efforts in overcoming the toils and snares of this game we call life. As we move into the future, don't lose sight of this. Let's make the best of all situations. It was nice knowing all of you, and I wish you the best of luck in the coming future. Congratulations, class of 2014, #Lake Nation.
At this time, please help me welcome Clear Lake High School Principal Deborah Dixon.
Toto, we aren't in Kansas anymore. The timeless words spoken by Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz fit nicely with the new road you have ahead of you as you graduate from high school tonight. As Dorothy enters this new world and reality, everything looks different. Yes, it even feels different. And it will be the same for you. Like Dorothy and Toto, you will step out into a new world full of beautiful landscapes, with strange and interesting people and places. You will be excited, yet anxious. Anxious of what awaits you, the unknown and the unfamiliar, but excited and energized by the new world and people you meet. In the story, Dorothy met the Wicked Witch of the West, and like her, you might encounter people who might not have your best interest at heart or might not be good for you. And like the Good Witch of the East, you perhaps will meet people who will wish you well, will help and support you, and who will make you a better person. Like the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion, you will meet people who will be your lifelong friends. Together, you will discover your heart and compassion, that you have courage and just needed someone to help you be brave, and that you are smart and can figure out how to make things happen. With each new step and each new experience, you gain confidence amid the unknown and unfamiliar. Embrace your new world and recognize that fear and failure are going to be part of your experience. So will courage and success. What great endeavor ever became successful without failure? Be the Scarecrow. You have a brain, and you will use it to make this world a better place and to solve problems. Be the Lion and have courage. Take action in the face of fear and uncertainty, helping friends, neighbors, family, and coworkers, and stand up for what is right when you are challenged to do so. Be the Tin Man. You have a heart, and you will know you have one. Because, yes, like he says in the movie, you know it's because it's breaking, but you also will know because you will be compassionate, you will feel many emotions, and you will love others. Be patient with yourselves. You have a wonderful support system of family, friends, and colleagues to help you along the way. You will find your way. Give thanks for the many people who have helped you to get to this very moment in your 12 years of public education. Teachers, counselors, administrators, secretaries, support personnel, parents, relatives, friends, grandparents. Always give thanks regardless of your circumstances. Like the characters in The Wizard of Oz, you have a brain, courage, and a heart, and you will use them to their fullest capacity as you follow your yellow brick road. Unlike Dorothy, you won't be going back to Kansas, so even though your days at Clear Lake are over as a student, you will always have a home at the lake, and you will always be a Clear Lake Falcon. You are now part of its legacy of greatness and excellence in education. Remember our saying, life is better at the lake, and we are Lake Nation. I am so proud of you. God bless and congratulations. I'd like to introduce Ms. Pittman.
The highest honor given to graduating seniors at Clear Lake High School is the George B. Carlisle Award. This honorary award was established in honor of George Carlisle, the first principal of Clear Lake. Mr. Carlisle set the course for Clear Lake High School. He was responsible for creating the culture that we know and maintain to this day, striving for excellence in all facets of student development, scholarship, leadership, athletics, and service to our school and our community. The George B. Carlisle Award is given to a senior boy and a senior girl who have demonstrated the most outstanding service to their school and their community. Will the winners join me on stage? This year, the winners are Sarah Satsuda and David Nybert. Congratulations, Sarah and David.
And now, Dr. Smith and Madam President Wynne Weber, I proudly certify that these graduates of the class of 2014 have met all requirements as put forth by CCISD and the state of Texas to receive their high school diploma.
Thank you, Ms. Dixon. I hereby accept that these graduates seated before us have met the requirements for graduation. Consider them graduates of Clear Lake High School, the class of 2014. Congratulations.